Weight Watchers, gosh, been around for how long, is facing bankruptcy as more people are turning to weight loss jabs.
Somebody who's joined Weight Watchers at least a dozen times, I strongly disagree with this panel. Firstly, community is not always a good thing. When I was a medical student in central London and I joined a Weight Watchers group, I remember being stood in the queue and the girl behind me was panicking that she wasn't going to make the weight that she needed. And so the girl behind her said, "Then why did you eat breakfast?" And another girl said, "Well, I don't eat or drink for at least 24 hours before I weigh in." And another girl was saying, "Well, if you want to make the weight later today," and recommended some things that she could take that would reduce her weight. They were talking about buying fat burners online. There were loads of really awful things that I heard at these meetings. Now, that didn't happen everywhere, but I heard it quite a bit. There was also a lot of misinformation. Some leaders who were definitely taking their moment to shame all the fatties. There were all sorts of things that I saw. And what got me was that a few weeks after that meeting in London, I was working in an eating disorders unit as a medical student. It was an additional optional module that I wanted to do because eating disorders have always been an interest of mine. And I remember seeing the girls there faking their weights in the opposite way. They were tying weights into their ponytail and drinking litres of water before they'd weigh in to try and artificially inflate their weight. And I thought, these attitudes are not that different, but only one of these is deemed a disorder. The reality is there is a community around GLP-1s and it's online and we can call it out. That's much better than in a village hall somewhere where lots of people are telling things that aren't true to each other. Weight Watchers taught you to use a point system for your food. And what I would end up doing a lot of the time, and I know a lot of other people did too, was trying to game the point system rather than actually fix your health. Because your focus became on the points rather than learning to listen to your body, eat the right things. And I know they tried to address that over the years by modifying how they did their points. So every so often they would change how the point system worked, which meant you'd just be getting settled into a scheme and then they'd tweak it and it was just very hard. And so certain things would be 0